Hey guys, what's up? Skylander Gamer TV here, and you're probably wondering why I have a wheel in front of me that says, I don't know if you can see that, Imaginators, Superchargers, and Trap Team. Well, I've had a lot of free time on my hands. I think you guys know why. So I decided how to make a new series. It's called Skylanders and Chill. So look, I spin the wheel, right? And what game I play, and then I decide what level with these wheels, right? And I pick a topic, like what I'm going to talk about. And I don't know how long this is going to go. I hope this goes good. But the first topic I'm going to do is Skylanders. I don't care what the wheel says. I'm going to decide to do that one first, because that's the one I feel like is the best one to start off with. But yeah, let's see what game we're playing first. Okay, we're playing Superchargers. Okay, so this is the Trap Team wheel, levels 1 through 17, because I'm not doing the Chaos, the last level Chaos one. Here's okay, so let's see what it's gonna be. What level we're doing in Superchargers. Gadfly Glades. Okay, and we're gonna be talking about Skylanders, but I would like usually choose a topic. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of the Skylanders one. Okay, good. And we're on what? Superchargers, right? And we're gonna get rid of Gadfly Glades, because yeah, because we're gonna do that one. And I'm obviously not gonna get rid of the game, because that depends a lot. But yeah, so I'll see you guys there. Okay, guys, as you saw just then, I'm gonna go to the Gadfly Glades. I think that's what it's called. And before I actually started recording, I changed my difficulty down to Adventurer, which I guess is a medium, I guess, because I'm not really, I'm playing this more like, it's called Skylanders and Chill. I'm not playing it, like, seriously. I'm just talking to you guys. And the topic, today is Skylanders, which I chose Skylanders first, even though I didn't have to spin, I wasn't going to spin the wheel, because I wanted the first topic to be Skylanders. So, I'll talk about it, kind of like, I guess, in, what would you say, chronological order, I guess? I'll talk about them. I don't know, I guess I'll talk about some of like my memories I have from Skylanders and stuff like that. So I remember the first ever Skylander I got, besides the starter pack Skylanders, Build, Run, Trigger Happy, and Spyro, was Wrecking Ball. That was my first Skylander I got, was Wrecking Ball. I remember I was at some tech store. I don't remember what the tech store was called. Yeah, I don't remember what the tech store was called. It wasn't like a big brand tech store like Best Buy and stuff like that, but I remember my grandma was with me, and this was in 2011, still a long time ago, so I don't remember all the details, obviously. I don't remember actually a lot of things from my from 2000, from like the first two games, Giants and Spyro's Adventure, at least like from like what I did. Like, I remember the levels and stuff like that, but, like, from, like, my, like, when I bought Skylanders, but anyway, yeah, I remember I was at some tech store. My grandma told me, hey, you can buy one Skylander here. I'll buy one Skylander for you. And she's great, you know, she would always buy me, like, Skylanders and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying she wasted her money on me, obviously. Like, I sometimes would ask, and she would say no, which I understand why. But, yeah, I was there. And she said you can buy one Skylander, and I chose Wrecking Ball. I chose him because I thought he looked cute, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I chose him because I'm pretty sure I thought he was like a little cute Skylander. Obviously, I was way younger. This was back in 2011, right? But yeah, I thought he was cute, so I got him. And I remember one other thing I do remember was Sky Schooner Dex, I think that's what it's called. The third level ever in Skylanders. There was a undead gate. I did not have an undead Skylander, so I asked my grandma, "Can we get one?" You know, she said yes. So she brought me, like, at Walmart. She brought me to Walmart at like 12 o'clock in the morning, right when it like, because Walmart where I'm at least is 24 hours. So, like, right when their new shipment came in for Skylanders, and I got Chop Chop. That was my first undead Skylander, but I got Chop Chop, and I was able to go into the undead gate, and I was so happy. Yeah, but that's really all I do remember that much from, Spyro's Adventure. So I guess I'll talk about Giants now. I remember that I didn't get Skylanders, Giants at launch. I actually got it for Christmas, and I knew that Giants had came out for like, so like I had to wait for 2 months or something like that. But my parents would like show me, like, I remember Crusher, what's his name? Crusher and Swarm. They showed me him, and they were like, hey, we're gonna get this for you, but it's for Christmas, so you gotta wait. And I was like, oh, dang it. But I eventually got them. And I remember I also got Light Core Prison Break in my stocking. I remember I got him in my stocking, Light Core Prison Break. Which is cool, I guess. I mean, I remember, like, from 2011 to 2016, waking up on Christmas and so excited to see Skylanders and stuff like that. Which, I haven't asked for Skylanders back in a long time, since I kind of actually just got back into it. That's why I made the channel. But, yeah, that's really all I do remember from Giants. I don't, I remember that, I was at some mall or something like that, and, I had been trying to find Doomstone or something like that forever, and I just couldn't find him, and he was there. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was so excited. I also remember, like, I was missing, what's his name? I was missing, I can't think of him right now, but I was missing the other water swapper, which, the other water swapper, you know who I'm talking about, not Washbuckler. I was missing the other magic swapper, not Hootloop. And we went to Walmart, fittingly. We went to Walmart, and they were both there. My mom's like, I told you so, that you would get them, right? And I was like, okay. I think his name is Freezeblade, if I'm not mistaken. That's his name, right? His name is Freezeblade, right? You know what? I'm gonna go get those two out of my thing real quick and see. I'm pretty sure it is Freezeblade. I'll obviously cut the video, so yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. So when I clap my hands, I'm gonna edit the video, right? And I'll be there. So bye. These were the two guys I found at Walmart. I think I'm pretty sure his name is Freezeblade, right? It's Freezeblade, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, Freezeblade. And now we're about to figure out what his name is. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. Oh, what? That's kind of rude. Okay, now it's working. Trap Shadow. So Trap Shadow and Freezeblade, I found them at Walmart, and I looking for them, and but I still couldn't find Doomstone. So we went to that mall. We eventually found Doomstone. It was great. It was great.
Supercharged.
I remember, like, on launch day for Skylanders, not Superchargers, Swap Force. My friend was there as well and I got like Magna Charge, all the Freezeblade, I think, Free Ranger, sorry. I got all of them, you know. I was so excited. And Trap Team, I remember, sadly, my friend, that was the last Skylanders game he bought. He didn't buy Superchargers Imaginators. That was the last Skylanders game he bought. And I was there with him on launch date. We got our traps and stuff. That was so cool. I thought getting the traps and stuff like that. I thought it was so cool. So we got the traps. We got I got Trap Masters. Obviously, I thought they were cool. Even though Trap Team's the game I had the least Skylanders for. Don't know why. I do not know why. But yeah, so I got all of them. I don't remember really anything else from Trap Team though, as I didn't get that much. For Superchargers, I remember I was going into a Target, and the person there said, we don't get them until Tuesday. And my mom thought, that's really weird. It said to come out today, so she said, alright, I'll go check in our truck, because a shipment just came in with stuff. Obviously, Skylanders wasn't the only thing that they got that day, so he went to go look in the truck. We waited 10 minutes. And then he brought out Skylanders Superchargers. Like, oh, I'm sorry, these were in the very, very back of the truck. Skylanders Superchargers was in the very, very back of the truck. I got Skylanders, and we went out. That was it. I remember I got Fiesta, Dive Bomber, Dive Clops, Gilgrunt in his vehicle, and then I got High Volt at Christmas. This is the game I probably remember the most. I got High Volt at Christmas. I don't remember when I got Astro Blast. I got Trigger Happy in his vehicle for Christmas as well, and I don't remember when I got Smash Hit. And then for Skylanders and Imaginators, boy, was I so happy for that. I got a bunch of, I mainly probably got, I forgot if I got a lot of Creation Crystals. Skylanders and Imaginators is when I was able to spend the most money on Skylanders, because I had a lot of money that year. Don't know why. So I got a bunch of Senseis, and I got Creation Crystals. I was so happy. Yeah. And since the topic is Skylanders, I guess I'll talk about my favorite element, my least favorite element. My favorite element in Skylanders is water. It's really close between water and earth, but I think water. I think I like water the most. It's like I think if I had to rank them, like right now, the top 3 would be water, earth, life. Yeah, no, it'd be water, earth, tech, life. It'd be water, earth, tech, life. That's what I would rank. And my least favorite element, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, like, I think this is like almost unanimously. I think a lot of people agree with me on this one probably. It's air. I think that there's a lot of just like slept on air Skylanders. I think both the air Trap Masters aren't that good, especially Gusto. I don't even have Gusto, and I already don't like him. I mean, he doesn't look that good in the gameplay and stuff like that. I mean, Swarm, he's good, right? He's good. I like Swarm. But, like, there's just, like, you know, whose favorite Skylander is Warnado? You know what I'm saying? Like, whose favorite if your favorite Skylander is Warnado, please comment on the video. But, like, whose favorite Skylander is Warnado or Whirlwind? You know what I'm saying? What, Jetvac? I mean, obviously, Jetvac is, like, really popular, but he's known as, like, I don't know anyone, I've never met anyone who says, oh, yeah, I love Jetvac, he's my favorite Skylander. Just, like, and let me think, Swap Force Free Ranger, he's my least favorite swapper. I think I forgot the other swapper's name from Air. I actually like him though. Free Ranger is my least favorite swapper. I just don't like him. And I'm trying to think. Superchargers, I think they're okay. I think Stormblade's actually like pretty good. Like she's pretty decent, but not my favorite. I think Superchargers probably, or no, not Superchargers, probably Imaginators. I think did the best with the Air Skylanders. Only Air. I only have 2 Skylanders I don't have for Imaginators, and that's Robo and Wildstorm. Probably I think Air did the best for. I think Imaginators did justice for the Air element, but I think all the other games, this Air isn't that good. You know what I'm saying? If I counted it, I think Air is probably the element I have the least amount of Skylanders for. If you don't count Dark and Light, because obviously they you know, underrepresent those 2 elements, which I don't know why. I can understand why in Superchargers, because I mean both the Dark and Light ones, you couldn't really put them in Swap Force because they were both like dragons. You know what I'm saying? But they could have made more Skylanders for Imaginators and put them in the Dark and Light element. Although I think both the Dark and Light, mainly the Dark, I love the Dark and Sensei. Starcast, right? That's his name, right? Starcast. I think he's such a good Skylander. He's probably my favorite Dark Skylander, but I think if I counted though, and I'm not counting Air and Light, I mean I'm not counting Light and Dark, Air is probably the element I had the least amount of Skylanders for. I obviously can't give you like a ranking of my favorite element from best elements rated from worst to best. That's what I'll probably eventually make that video, but not right now. That'd be a later video. Every element rated from worst to best. That'd be different video, probably way down the line. Because my ranking videos take a little while to edit and stuff like that. So I'm really probably not going to do a lot of ranking videos. I like making series like this, Skylanders and Chill, which I think is actually a pretty cool premise, if I'm not mistaken. Like, give me a Skylanders game and a level and a topic, and I'll talk about that topic the entire game. Not the entire game, the entire level. And I think Skylanders, the topic is like a good place to start, obviously, because I'm playing Skylanders. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get all messy, and they really don't like visitors.
And one thing I've always wondered is the elemental gates and stuff like that. Like, how did they get there? You know what I'm saying? Like these citizens, like in the Shattered Islands, has just always, in like the very first level in Skylanders, they before the tornado or whatever came in, they've always just had those elemental gates in their villages that no one could unlock because they're not a Skylander. It seems like that I wonder about sometimes. It's like, hey, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? If I want to talk about Skylanders games story-wise, I think Skylanders Stars Adventure had the best story. but it's not my favorite game, obviously. But I think it had the best story, you know. Now, of course, like basically every single level was, we need this, go get this. But it was way more than that. They made the story way more than, here's the thing, we need this thing. Like, if you think about every single, like, story game, it's basically, when you put it down to it, bad guy finds thing, uses said thing to try to destroy you. You use your thing, you use your own thing to stop the bad guy's thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically what every single level in Skylanders Spyro's Adventure was. Hey, we need this thing, go get this thing. But they made the story so interesting. Like, I think the Eternal Sources were like a really cool premise and stuff like that to make the Core of Light. Thought that was really cool. Skylanders Giants, the story was fine, I guess. Chaos finds, I think, like, it's cool that, like, the main villains were Archeans and stuff like that. It was really cool, I think, like that. But yeah, Chaos finds the Eternal Fist of Arcus, or like not Eternal Fist of Arcus, the Velocity of Arcus. He wants to find it so he can use a fist, right, to destroy Skylands, or, you know, Chaos needs to destroy Skylands, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Swap Force. Chaos finds this evil crystal thing and is using them to evilize different things. I think that's pretty cool. Trap Team, where Chaos for most of the game isn't actually the main villain. I'm pretty sure, if you think about it, I'm pretty sure Golden Queen's actually like the main villain for Skylanders Trap Team, as Chaos, like I think probably more than halfway through probably less than halfway through the game, becomes works at Skylanders Academy or whatever. He worked like he's on your side for like half of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was different, like having Golden Queen as the main villain. I think it was the story was a bunch of villains have escaped. It was like your police officer. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of villains had escaped this prison, and you go up in the back. If you think about it, Skylanders Trap Team. The Trap Team are like the police officers of Skylands. You know what I'm saying? Skylanders Superchargers has a really good story as well, where Chaos finally can like finds the darkness, I guess, like the actual thing the darkness is, and the darkness helps him. Obviously, the darkness doesn't really care about Chaos that much, but Chaos is obviously oblivious to this fact. And you know, like a lot of the levels now, when I say story and stuff like that, I'm talking about levels as well. A lot of the levels are really cool, like the Gadfly Blades. You know what I'm saying? Really cool levels. And stuff like that. Oh, and then Imaginator stories. Now, even though I like Imaginators, the Imaginator story is really clunky. Like at some points, there's like some really good levels and stuff like that, but like some of the levels are just super, like not levels, but the story is just super clunky at some points. Like Chaos makes a guacamole monster to try to destroy you, and it's things like that, you know. And I'm sorry, I just kind of went brain dead for a second. But, like, it says a really clunky story at some points. Let me skip them. The story gets so clunky at some points with the guacamole monster, the vortex machine, you know what I'm saying? And, like, there's just, like, just a bunch of filler. Like, that one part where, like, you have to get, like, the ice, you need to get parts for the cake to make the cake in the amusement park is like such a weird part of the story, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I mean, I like Skylanders Imaginators. Obviously, I said it's my favorite game. Ooh. If I want to tell you, if obviously topic is Skylanders, my favorite Skylander ever, that's like a really hard one, because it's my favorite Skylander ever. It's not from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. It's not from Giants. It's not from Swap Force, and it's not from Trap Team. It's either it's not from Superchargers either. It's either Chain Reaction or Blastertron. One of those. That's my favorite Skylander. Chain Reaction or Blastertron, and I can't decide really. Chain Reaction is my favorite Sensei, and Blastertron's my favorite villain, obviously. But those two, I can't decide which one I like better. I think they're just such both good Skylanders. And Chain Reaction, not only does he look cool, but his moveset is just so good. Same with Blastertron. Blastertron's moveset is really good too. He has a really baller moveset, I would say. Can you destroy this guy, please? Okay, I just killed him. Yeah, but it's one of those two. And if I wanted to say my least favorite Skylander, I don't really know. because I don't want to like have a least favorite Skylander. You know what I'm saying? I want to like them all. But if I had to say my least favorite Skylander, just probably like something like Vornado or Wolverine, someone like that. And it's because like I don't play with them a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with them a lot, so I don't know if I can actually like say that because I don't play with them a lot. I want to actually give justice to Wolverine and stuff like that because I don't play with them a lot. So I don't know what my least favorite Skylander is, but my favorite Skylander is either Chain Reaction or Blastertron. Obviously, my villain lock is going on right now. Blastertron's in it. I might do a Sensei lock, but if I do a Sensei lock, it would just be I would just choose 10 random Senseis from each element. I wouldn't, you know, obviously do every single Sensei because that'd be way too hard. And I might even put it on Nightmare mode for Senseis because they're like super powerful apparently.
I can't have you. No one gets to.
No. If I had to give a brief description of how I view every single Skylanders game, it would be for Skylanders Stars Adventure, I would say it's a good start to the game, but after you play the other games, it feels very bland. It is like, Skylanders Stars Adventure is probably the most purest form of Skylanders, but after you play the other Skylanders games, Skylanders Stars Adventure seems very bland. Giants feels more like a DLC for Spyro's Adventure than its actual own game. If Skylanders Spyro's Adventure made a new game, and it was a remastered for Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, they better have Giants as a DLC or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Swap Force, good premise. The levels though got excruciating long. Trap Team, a really good game, but it costs too much. Superchargers, it was like Superchargers. I really don't know what to say about it. I like it, but I also don't like it at some points too. Imaginers, my favorite game, had the best premise out of them all, but not enough levels. And I'm gonna let this cutscene play because I want to talk about Skylanders 7 and what I think will happen. Right now in 2020, it doesn't look like Skylanders 7 is gonna happen for a very long time, or if it ever will happen. I feel like if Skylanders 7 was going to happen, I feel like Activision, for them, the best year to bring it back would be 2020, because in 2021, that'll be the 10-year anniversary for Skylanders, for the start of Skylanders. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure came out in 2011, so I feel like if they wanted to bring back Skylanders, the best time would probably be to do it in 2021 with all the next-gen consoles, I think. Because that's when Skylanders came out, when the Xbox 3, when the new gen consoles came out. Like, I feel like the new Xbox is obviously coming out. I think the new PlayStation is also coming out too. Just like, so, like, I feel like that's when all the newer consoles are coming out, so that'd be the best time to bring back Skylanders. But yeah, that's what I think will happen with Skylanders 11. And I feel like if it doesn't happen in 21, this is really hard to say, but if it doesn't happen in 2021 or somewhere like soon to 2021, it's probably not going to happen. I feel like if it doesn't happen this year, 2021, 2022, or 2023, it's probably never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And Crash Bandicoot came out like the new game for it came out a long time after, obviously. But for Skylanders, that's what I feel like for Skylanders. But this has been Skylanders and Chill, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the debut episode of it. I have, I think, 6 more topics, if I'm not mistaken. I have 6 more topics to talk about. And a lot of more levels to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.